My name is Allison Winteroth, and I've been a professional photographer for 13 years. I have clients that ask me all the time where they should print their photographs. And well, of course, you should always use a professional photographer to print your photographs because we have the best quality available. I know that that's not always possible, and I know that there are some consumer labs that do a really great job of printing photographs. Maybe not as good as if you had me do them, but pretty darn close where you could print those prints for grandma and grandpa and not worry about spending a ton of money or if they get lost or bent or whatever. So what I did was I went to 3 printers that I think are really great quality and printed the same photograph from 3 of their different lines to show you how the colors match up, if they're accurate, what the quality of the print is, to give you an idea of who you should print with if you're trying to get a really nicely done print. So the 3 labs I chose were Artifact Uprising, Mpix, and Shutterfly. And these are 3 that I regularly get prints for myself printed. And what I really wanted to see for myself was which one is really the best. So I wanted to show you as well. So I took the same photograph and printed them in different lines on these different companies. So for instance, these are done with the luster, or like their basic print, at the 3 different printers, and I had them each printed. And then I'm going to zoom in on these and show you the different quality and talk about them in just a minute. This is their deep matte at the different printers, and this is their Giclée prints. So these are really high quality prints from the different printers. Now, Shutterfly does not offer that type of print, but they do offer like a cardstock print. So we're going to compare each of these and you'll get an idea of which one is actually the best. So these are going to be the luster prints, or the basic print that you can get from each one of these companies. This is Artifact Uprising, this is going to be Mpix, and this is Shutterfly. And as you can see, the Mpix one has a really vibrant and the most accurate color of the image that I printed. The Artifact Uprising one, however, has the most beautiful finish to it. It's not too shiny. It just looks really, really nice and expensive. And the Mpix one is actually pretty good as well, but I do love the finish of this one. And then this is the Shutterfly one, and this is the least finish that I like the least. And it actually did come bent with a little bit of texture problems in the backdrop, and this little spot was not on the print that it's not on any of the other ones, so that was in the print itself. So Mpix wins for the luster print. They have a really beautiful option there. Okay, so this is the second print that I chose. Again, this is Artifact, this is Mpix, and this is Shutterfly. We'll just look at Shutterfly. Again, you can see that there are some problems with the printing, and this is how it came to me. I'm just showing exactly how it came. I actually do use Shutterfly for some things, and I do really like them, but I was a little disappointed by how some of these came. I will say that I think the color of this one is the most accurate to what it was as how I shot it. So this one was the most accurate with this little girl's skin tones, her hair color, everything like that. I like that one the best. This is like their deep matte print. So this is the closest Artifact Uprising had to a deep matte. So it's kind of like a cardboard type print, which is nice. It's just a little cool. You can see the coolness of it. And I like this one the best. This is the deep matte at Mpix. It's just really nice. Like I said, the color is not quite exactly as it was, but it's really sharp. The clarity is really good, and it's this beautiful deep matte that doesn't have any shine on it. This is a really nice, expensive looking print that I really love. Okay, last but not least, these are the Giclée prints, and these are the highest end prints that these companies offer, and you can just tell that they're just absolutely beautiful. They're deep matte. They come on a beautiful art paper. The only difference is Shutterfly does not offer a Giclée print, so I just used their everyday cardstock. This was the closest they had. It has a little bit of a shine to it. I'm not sure if it's picking up well in the video, but it definitely does. But the other two are absolutely gorgeous. This Mpix one is on a textured art paper. And you can see there's a lot of details in the shadows that it picked up, and it handled the highlights really, really well. This was why I chose this photograph, because in the Shutterfly one, it's completely black. You can't really see anything at all, except for a few little light spots in here. But if you look at this one, we're picking up this manhole cover. You can see the columns, you can see the windows, and it really handled the highlights really, really well in this print. And then the same thing for the Artifact Uprising. You can see that there's a few little marks on the print. This is actually my fault. It did not come this way. This is just because I actually had this sitting on my counter and I set something on top of it. So these prints are very sensitive to being handled. So you really want to just print them and then immediately put them in a frame or leave them in their plastic until you're ready to have them printed. But framed. But you can see this one doesn't show as much in the shadows. Actually, it's a lot darker. It's not as dark as the Shutterfly, but definitely losing some detail. So to be honest, I love Artifact Uprising, but when the prints came down to it, I do like the contrast a little bit better in this one, but I think Mpix wins when it comes to prints because they are just really, really well made. They're actually a lab that is, they are a professional lab. Their professional lab is Miller's, and then they have a consumer lab. So their quality is not quite as the same as it is with Miller's for the professional photographers, but their consumer lab, which is Mpix, is absolutely phenomenal. So I highly recommend them. I think if you are trying to print your photographs, Mpix wins every single time.